What's up, Adventure Babes? Erica Martin here, the Adventure Babe, and this is Adventure Babe TV live. I'm coming to you from my kitchen where I am currently making some, I don't want to touch them because I have to wash my hands, but I'm doing it anyway. Some amazing lamb chops. Look at that. They're not ready yet. But while I was sitting here making lamb chops, I just finished up and I'm gonna work while we talk. So I hope that's okay with you guys who loves coconut oil as much as I do. But anyway, I was talking with a really good friend of mine. His name's Arel Moody. He's a national speaker, super awesome guy, one of my favorite people in the world. And we were chatting and I was telling him about the Adventure Babe and how many Adventure Babes are out there and how awesome it is. And he's like, you know, Erica, he goes, tell me the story about how you came up with this whole Adventure Babe idea. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll share it with you. Gotta grab a paper towel. One moment. I just picked up that lamb chop, so I'm trying not to get lamb chop stuff everywhere. This is straight up behind the scenes, guys, so I hope you're appreciating this, because the lighting sucks, but you're here with me, and I'm here with you, and it's better than me listening to Fetty Wap by myself while I'm cooking, so thank you for joining me. Anyway, he said, so Erica, you know, tell me how this whole Adventure Babe thing started. Where did it come from? And I said, you know, Arel, I've done a lot of pretty crazy things in my life that most people just wouldn't do. And every time I came up to one of those things, I was really scared. I mean, I was terrified. But I moved forward, I stepped into the fear, and I walked forward with confidence. That, my friends, is a tweetable. Step into the fear and then walk forward with confidence. But that's what I did. That's how I lived my life, is I just stepped forward into it, and it was really scary. And I knew that whatever it was that scared me, there was always going to be a lesson on the other side. So I was actually... This is how the Adventure Babe life started. I was driving the Pacific Coast by myself, and it was my first time ever driving the Pacific Coast. And I was really nervous, and my GPS wasn't working well on top of everything. And I was driving from Santa Barbara to San Diego, and all of a sudden, like, I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm just gonna figure it out. And as I'm driving the Pacific Coast for the first time, hey Debbie, welcome. So as I'm driving the Pacific Coast for the very first time, I come over this hill and I see this amazing view of the ocean. And granted, I know for some of you that are West Coast people, this is not something that's fabulous or amazing, but for me, it was just this profound moment of gratitude. Like, I was so excited to just see this beautiful view and to see, you know, just what was in front of me. So, all of a sudden it hit me that the things I do in my life and this whole concept of stepping forward into fear and then walking away with confidence, or whatever I said, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that, but you remember, you can watch the replay. A lot of people don't do that because they don't have the support, or they don't have somebody that's a champion for them, that's encouraging them to do that. And that's how the Adventure Babe life came to be for me, because it just hit me like a lightning bolt. And as I'm driving and I see this beautiful ocean and I'm coming over the top, and all of the fear melted away inside of me, and I'm reflecting on all of these different experiences in my life that I've taken the leap, and it's been really scary, and I haven't necessarily had somebody to like hold my hand or tell me it's okay, or to tell me to go for it. I just did, on a hope and a prayer and a gut instinct, which is what we're here to talk about anyway. And I was like, that's it. I'm the Adventure Babe. Like, I'm the person that will say, go for it, for all the other Adventure Babes out there. And I want to be the champion for those who want to move forward in their life and do some exciting things. Oh, somebody is here at my door. That was weird. I am not expecting guests. But anyway, whatever. They probably left a package. Either that or it's one of you being a weird stalker, so don't do that. But I stepped into that fear and I was like, I want to help other people do the same thing. I want to help other people that want to move forward and want to go on adventures and, just want to not be a part of the status quo, that want to live life their way, that just want to just go out and grab life. And those are my people, and those are Adventure Babes. So that's how the concept came to be. And as soon as the idea came to my mind, my gut instinct, which is what we're here to talk about, just went off. It was like, yes, this is it. You're the Adventure Babe. You are here to lead other Adventure Babes, and it's time to go. And, for me, that was it. And I decided to move forward. And here we are. And there's tons of Adventure Babes all over the place. And I'm so excited to connect with all of you and to share this message with all of you and to empower you to go on your own journeys in your own way. And that's the other thing about being an Adventure Babe is there's no one way to do it. Just because I like a vacation in the British Virgin Islands doesn't necessarily mean that's your version of adventure. Your version of adventure could be like my friend Arel, who did a Facebook Live video just a minute ago, and he was talking about how, that was an adventure for him, basically. So, anyway, learning to trust your gut simply comes from experience and that feeling of just knowing it's right and going for it even though it's scary. Hey Donna, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm cooking lamb chops right now. So if you wonder why I'm looking down, that's what I'm doing. And you guys are keeping me company. So it's trusting that feeling inside of you, that every fiber of your being that says this is the direction you need to go, and doing it over and over again. And it's not something that can be forced or manufactured. I'm reading a book called Start With Why. I forget what the author's name is, but he has a really super famous TED Talk. And he talks about the, like if you take a cross section of the brain and you look down on it, that it looks like a bullseye. There's a smaller circle and then bigger circles. And inside the smaller circle, he talks about the limbic brain, which is the part of the brain that controls emotion and controls feelings. And that's really where your gut instinct lives. The outside of the brain is the rational and the logical. It's how we explain it. So for me, where that's shown up in my life is I've had ideas like the Adventure Babe life, where when the idea came to me, it just felt right. It was it. I knew it was it, but I couldn't articulate it to people. It was just a feeling. And I was like, this is something. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm going to move forward in this direction. So when you trust your gut and you get into the practice of stepping forward into that feeling, even though every single time you're going to be nervous, you're going to be scared, you're going to question yourself. You may even, if you're like me, ask yourself if you're absolutely crazy. But that is the only way to truly develop your gut instinct. And here's the other thing. This is the thing that stops people from trusting their gut. My gut is telling me it's time to put these lamb chops in the pan. The thing that stops people from trusting their gut is they think that they're gonna get things wrong. They think that they're going to mess up. They think that life is going to be over if they make a mistake, and it's a huge fear of failure. But what I'm here to share with you is when you trust your gut, there is no wrong way to do it. And part of trusting your gut is trusting your ability to move forward with whatever life has to throw in your way. And it's like a muscle. So if you've never trusted your gut before, if you've never stepped forward into that scary feeling and that what if I fail, or what if I mess up, or what do I have to lose, or what do I have to risk, if you've never stepped forward and like leaned into that, it's really, really super nerve-wracking. And it's like a weak muscle. But every time you step forward into that feeling, and every time that you acknowledge that you're scared, or acknowledge that you're nervous, or acknowledge that, whatever's going on inside of you, but move forward anyway, that is when you grow. And that is how you learn to trust your gut. And that is how you build the confidence that no matter what happens, you will survive, you will win, and you will be better for the experience that you had. So that's the key, guys. It's about trusting that feeling inside of you that every fiber of your being says to go for it. And a lot of times when every fiber of your being says to go for it, that outside portion of the brain, the logical portion of the brain, tries to give you reasons why you shouldn't go with that feeling. I can't afford it. It's not practical. It's not smart. What if I fail? What if I look bad? That's all the rational portion of the brain. So my challenge to you, Adventure Babes, and thank you so much for joining me on Adventure Babe Live TV, is to go with the limbic brain, that smaller inner circle that controls the feelings, that controls the emotions, that, really is just that feeling that you can't articulate that you're going in the right direction. Learn to tune into that. Learn to trust that. And realize that, you know what? Sometimes you don't have to have an explanation. And who are you really explaining to anyway? Are you explaining to yourself or are you explaining to somebody else? Because here's what I can tell you, Adventure Babes. If somebody is trying to make you explain what feels right in your gut in rational and logical words, they're not going to get the answer they're looking for. And a lot of times those people will tell you that you're wrong. Know in your heart that you're right. Know in your heart that you have what it takes to be successful, and go for it. So thank you guys for joining me today as I'm cooking these lamb chops and having a conversation about trusting your gut. And I always look forward to your comments and appreciate you guys engaging and being a part of the Adventure Babe life and joining the Adventure Babe Club. And I would love to do a couple more Facebook Live tips if you would let me know what would be helpful to you. What would you love to hear about? What would help empower you and inspire you to live an Adventure Babe life? And as always, I want to thank you guys for always sharing the love and sharing the Adventure Babe page and commenting and showing love and support, because that's what we're here for. We're here to be positive together. We're here to promote positivity and positive energy. And one of the rules of being an Adventure Babe, we always support everyone's success. So I'm here for you, and I so appreciate you being here for me. Have a great day. Time to flip some lamb chops over. Peace out. Good night, Donna. Thank you.